Hey
juggling
girl,
my
hey,
whole
how you doing today?
situation, going through
So,
this
before
homeless
we get into
journey
this
phase,
video,
everything by
I
myself.
just
Well, with
want to
my
say
children,
that right here,
but
I'm just kind
being an
of
adult
got
by
off
myself.
topic, continuing
And it's
from part
hard.
one. And then, if
It's
you want to
very,
fast
very
forward or
hard.
if you want to hear it, either way. But about
So
8:41
I am
ish,
mentally
I
have
think,
gotten in a better
is when
space,
I
a better
get back
place.
into what I was talking about. But I hope you guys are enjoying this.
And I
I
want to
am
start
trying
talking about
to
it.
just talk and get
And
over
sometimes I
some
find
of
it
the things that
hard
I've
too
been
because it's just
through,
like, where do you
and so
start?
that when it's time to get into the good stuff, I'll
Like,
be
where the
ready.
freak do you
Okay,
start?
well, enjoy.
Like, how do you even get it, conjure it up to talk about it? Oh, I guess I'm doing it now. I guess I'm doing it now. Okay, so anyway, scratch that. I'm going to leave it in there, but scratch that. Anyway, listen. If you are going through, if you're watching this and you're going through, let me just say this, because I'm going to get to the close. I'm going to be talking all dog on that. Let me say this. Let me just give you a little quick view of my life. I was raised with my mother only. We stayed in the apartment. And then my brother came along. We're 3 years apart. My brother came along. My mother used to get up with us. Well, get up with me at first to go to beauty school in a city called Redwood City. We get up every morning at dark 30. It'll be dark getting on the city bus to go to cosmetology school. And her teacher will allow her to let me come while and I would sit there playing, reading, whatever I would be doing. I don't know. But I would be there with her while she was taking that class. And they allowed her to do that. Now there's a lot of things we didn't have. There was a time my mother didn't have a car. But one thing I can say, there was food on the table, and for the holidays, ooh, when I tell you that woman would get down. People say my food is good. I don't think my food is good. Let me take that back. Lord, thank you. But I don't think my food is as good as my mother. My mother, ooh, I'm so thankful I had a mother that knew how to cook. Ooh, thank you, Jesus. When I tell you that woman would get down, she used to be mad at me because I wouldn't come in the kitchen. But she used to hide her seasonings that she would put in the food. Mama, if you could look down on earth and send a message through God, God send it through the angels, angels send it through the prophets send it to me, however it got to get to me. So I need the message to know, be relayed to me, is why you used to hide the seasonings. She used to hide what she would put in her food, but she wanted me to be in the kitchen. She would literally turn her back so you wouldn't see. But what do you want me in the kitchen for? Now look, I'm grown. Now I can be sassy and she ain't here so she could really answer me. I didn't want to get my head knocked off for asking a question. But anyway, okay, that's that. She used to do hair from our apartment. My mom was getting down on the hair. I remember this one lady hair. She had put this weave. She had a white husband. The lady was black. She had a white husband. And he told my mom, he was like, whatever it is she wants, you give it to her. And however much it costs, that's what I'm paying. My mama said, okay, we'll do. And when I tell you that woman hair was down to her ace, my mama hooked that woman up. But I remember those as memories. I have that vividly in my head, her doing hair right out of the home. My mother was a go-getter. My mother was a hustler. When I tell you, my mom did not go to work, physical, stepping into somebody's building, going to work. No, she did not. Nope. No, she did not. When I tell you, my mother did not just leave us with anybody. There was times she had to do what she had to do because, one, she had to go to the state board to take that hair test or whatever it's called. Anyway, she came with her scissors. She was so happy. She came with some scissors. Ooh, I can't think of the name, but they was like the top-notch scissors back then. She got some scissors. She got a few things, but I remember those scissors. And I'm going to tell you why I remember those scissors. But I remember those scissors. My mother was I was a young girl. My mother was so excited. And she was telling me about that. I don't remember if we had pictures, but we moved so much over the course of my lifetime. If we did have pictures, we don't have them now. But my mother was so excited to have completed on her first time. That's how good my mother was getting down on the hair. And her and her friend, matter of fact, my mother friend is young, way younger than my mother, but older than me. And so her and I still communicate to this day, but they both did it. They both did that thing. So anyway, so she never went to anybody's job. She worked from home. I remember she was booking them clients that was coming up to our apartment and getting their hair done, and we would be out the way. But let me tell you this. Let me tell you about them scissors. So, on this particular day, my brother, that boy is always into something, and he wanted to test some things out. And there was a lady sitting under the blow dryer. Under the hair dryer. I'm sorry. Under the hair dryer. When you sit down, and she had the silver back and the big old black dome that come over her head. And the lady was just reading her magazine. And my mother has either said I think she was going to the bathroom or stepped in the kitchen to check on the food. I don't know. I can't remember. But she told my brother, because she saw him over there looking. She had the little cart with the either the 4 tiers or 3 tiers with the rollers, the Jerry curl rollers, the big pink rollers. She had the hair, like she had the whole shebang, like she was in an actual shop, but at home. And she had them scissors she just won. And my brother got them scissors, and she had just looked back and told him, "You better get away from my stuff." She said, "If you touch it, I'm gonna get you." And I think I was just over by the TV. I don't know what I was doing. I was a very good kid. Very good. My brother, oh my gosh. There's 5 of us, but we are separated by ages. So the first 2 was born together 2 years apart or something like that. Then my brother 3 years apart. And then we got one younger brother like 12, 13 years later or something like that. Let me tell you. That boy got them scissors anyway. It's not funny, but thank goodness the woman didn't get hurt. That boy took them scissors and snipped at that cord, the blow dryer cord, and it made this big ass poof, and the sparks went everywhere. My mom said, "Motherfucker, I'm about to beat your ass." Whoo! That boy took off towards that door, and we stayed upstairs, and all you could hear was their feet hitting them stairs. They was booking it. "I'm gonna beat your ass. Watch when I catch you." And my mama was a big woman, so I'm gonna insert a picture here. My mom was a heavy set. That matter of fact, the picture I'm gonna insert, she was a little smaller right there, so you can kind of I'll just kind of show you some different pictures of my mother. Oh my gosh, what I tell you. God had his back. Because she wasn't able to catch him, and then by the time the day was over with, I don't even know if she ended up whooping him anyway. But anyway. I don't remember. I'd have to ask my mother friend what was those scissors called, but that was in the 80s. That was in the 80s. Yeah, bet you never did it again though. And it wasn't even because of the whooping, because I don't even remember if he got a whooping. It was because of them sparks. And his ass thought he was gone. That's what he thought. But he never pulled that stunt again. Anyway, I just wanted to, oh gosh, I never even finished talking. So, okay, that's about that story. So, I want to say this. So, it carried on to me not wanting to be in the workplace. Now, I did work. I went to college. I'm the first one in my family to go to college and get my bachelor's. And while in college, I ended up going to a 2-year. But I went off to school to a 4-year Johnson C. Smith University. And then came back home because I finally told my mom I was pregnant. And anyway, I took my son to school. I was in college and in school. Graduated with my son. And I did eventually work, but I didn't really work like a company, a big company. I did a little here and there jobs, and then I finally was like, wait a minute, why can't I start my own business? Why can't I be my own boss? And so I did. And so Us Girls Pop is the name of my business, and I had to eventually close it off for a while because of my situation. And I have to weigh the balance of should I use my last to start over again? And I have been going teeter-totter, which way am I going? Because it worked before, but I think because the way it happened, everything just was taken away from me. Even my car that I had, my SUV, it seemed like once the landlord gave me that move out letter, October 5th, 2018, everything started getting taken away from me. And I'm telling you guys stuff all over the place because eventually I'm going to just start telling the story. But the day I got that notice was the day I started noticing things were going downhill. Excuse me. And it didn't start affecting me mentally until we actually had to move. Until not even once we moved out, it was a couple of days realizing that the landlord was not playing. I had mentally made myself believe that he was going to change his mind, and it didn't happen. So from that moment, I realized that this is real. This is real. So, yeah, that 4 years definitely did something to me, and especially mentally. Physically, it did too, because I couldn't lose weight. And I'm noticing now that I'm able to lose weight. I can see it in my face. Just can't wait to get rid of this. Maybe I'll have some surgery. All right, I'm done talking. We're going to finish this another time, okay? The good part about it is I'm not crying, but I can feel myself getting a little emotional. So we're going to get to these clothes, okay?